have a wonderful nursery for infants and toddlers, and then a wonderful program for 3 to 5-year-olds called Godly Play. That's new for us, and hope you will take advantage of it. It's based on the Montessori technique. And now at this time, we'll have 1st through 6th graders are invited to attend Children's Church. If you'll come on down this way towards me. I want to mention that, let me see, testing a little louder there, thank you. I want to mention that if you are new to Asbury and plan on joining us again, please sign the name tag board. We'd love to get to know you, want to know your name, and members, be sure to wear your name tag so all the new folks will know who you are and can get to know you. Also want to mention for our coffee hour, and if our ushers can help us with this, I understand we have such a crowd that sometimes the hall gets crowded going into the social hall. There's a lot of people aren't aware there's a whole nother entrance to the social hall right off of Henry Street. So if you come out the courtyard to go to the social hall, just go out the gate and down the sidewalk and take a right at the social hall entrance. You'll get in there and get those really good cookies faster. We have new member classes 3 times a year, and now is one of those times. We'll have 2 classes this Sunday and next Sunday after the worship service. We have a great group. It looks like maybe about 20 folks are joining. If you are fairly new to Asbury and didn't know about this and want to hop into this group, feel free to do so. It's okay. We'll do the fishes and the loaves and have enough food for you. So if you're in the new member class, if you will go to the coffee hour, say hi to folks, but then get your lunch in the kitchen, and we're going to actually come back in here. We'll have tables. One of the great things about this space and having these chairs is we can have it be very flexible. So we're actually going to have our meeting in here. So go to coffee hour, new member class for a little bit, then get your food and come on back in here. I want to thank everybody, especially Linda Combs and her crew for, again, doing an amazing job. And of course, the choir with Ray and all of our Kay and our Janet and Randy, our musicians. Barry, Christina, Bridget, Les, our sound and lighting people, give them a hand too, would you? If I've forgotten somebody, just thank. Oh, Deborah and Lawrence Staub for filming this so we can then see it more times, and we have people overseas watching these services. So we thank you for doing that, and of course Pat Prokop for spending a lot of minutes and hours editing this for our website. Give them a hand. Next Sunday will be our last God on Broadway service this year. We'll be using the musical Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dream-coat, which holds a special place in Sherry's and my hearts. When the Broadway show closed and the cast took the show on the road, Sherry got in the traveling cast. And so next week, I'll share a story or two from their production. It's a really good one. Involves David Cassidy, by the way. Okay. It was also the second show. Joseph was the second show our theater here at the church did way back in 1994, and it was a huge hit. We kept extending the run over and over again because we had sellout crowds. We're going to have 3 very special people helping us next Sunday. Colin Harrison, who grew up at this church and who was a voice major, at Georgia Southern, is coming to be Joseph for us. My oldest daughter, Chelsea, who's just finished being in a professional production of Joseph in Colorado, is coming to town to help us out next week. And then we're having a very, very special guest, someone I'm keeping a secret, someone who is not only known nationally, but globally, worldwide. This guy is big. We're not publicizing it. We're not telling the paper or television stations, because if we did, everyone in Savannah would be flocking here and we couldn't get everybody in. I'm only telling you folks. So don't invite too many people. Invite a few. We'll get them in somehow. We'll even add more chairs. We may add a few up on the stage if we have to. By the way, this legend was nice enough to give us a church discount for coming to be with us next Sunday, but we still may have to pass the plates twice next week, okay? Also, this guy says he's a bit embarrassed. He has not been out in public for a number of years, and he says he's put on a little weight, and according to him, a lot of weight. And so he's worried people may not even recognize him, but I think you will.